Fire this up. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Shattered Tabletop Gaming. Tonight we are playing Star Wars Saga Edition in a nifty little show where it's kind of oops all Mandalorians, but we're calling it Mando. And one player, as you can probably guess, given the names that these players have chosen for their characters, one of them is not actually a Mandalorian. But that's okay, because they still wear armor. But thank you very much for joining us. Before we dive into things and roll our intro video and all that good stuff, I'd like to go around the table real quick and let everybody just have a moment to kind of talk about themselves and their character they're playing, anything they might have going on. Nothing too crazy, but just to get info out there. And so I'm going to follow what I see on my screen, and I'm going to pass it off to the amazing Darth Caustic first.
And I know I'm not muted here because Meg's not in charge. Hey, everybody,
Stick and twist, stick and twist.
Every time we go into Veils of Blood, I'm like, am I muted? Like, you're not now. I'm Ryan. I go by Darth Caustic, so you probably realize why I'm here. Star Wars is my bread and butter. I'm from the Dark Domain Twitch channel in Discord, which is lovely and thankful to be partnered with Shattered Tabletop because these are some fantastic people. And I'm actually going to be here for like 3 days straight this week. So get used to my face.
It's going to be super awesome. I'm excited.
It's going to be awesome.
All right. And next on the amazing cast here, we have the Disgruntled Unicorn.
Hi, everybody. I am playing Torin Skeldar tonight. I am also part of Critio Grito Duel Me Dungeon Master, the third Sunday of every month here on Shattered Tabletop Gaming. And I'm getting out there into more games. I'm really excited to do this one shot, and Mandalorians are awesome, so why not?
Fantastic. Next on our list, the amazing cast roster, we have a Mandalorian.
Oh, I'm next. Okay.
AKA Nerd Love.
I mean, as you can guess, my real name is Amanda, and I'm just excited to use my favorite pun, that I'm an Mandalorian.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
I am Nerd Love on all over the internet, from Doll Divine to TikTok. You can find me as Nerd Love, and you can find me in Shattered Dawn. I think we're doing the first Sunday of every month, and it's a real great adventure. I poked the big eyeball thingy, so consequences are going to happen from that. I'm sure. I'm sure there's consequences. And my birthday is in a few days, so I'm also old.
That's what you get for poking the ultimate evil eyeball.
Oh, and my character is Sin Lasso, a Mandalorian. They were a scout, and then they became a bounty hunter. That's the entire backstory I came up with. So detailed.
It's good.
Very, very detailed.
I like it. That's hardcore. Well, thank you. And last but absolutely not least, we are joined by PR Scorpio.
Yes, I am PR Scorpio, or Miss Nina, if you're nasty. And like all my friends are, anyway. You can find me on Razrianoid at playing Gods and Goddesses and Wild Sea here every other third Thursday or something or other. It's just fantastic. Just having a lot of fun. Other than that, just messing about mostly. And tonight, speaking of messing about, I am playing Stormtrooper TK FKU 69. So I am here to assist the team in any way that I am played. So it's really Master Ray's choice. how I am used tonight and looking super forward to it. Um, the main Star Wars that I know are the first 3 episodes, and I don't even count the next 3 episodes. But yeah, that's my experience with Star Wars, so this should be perfect.
All right, fantastic. And of course, I'm Arcmaster Ray. I'm Ray Rumsey most places on the internet, but also Shattered Tabletop Gaming all over the place. So that's a lot of fun. Good luck searching all that down. But you can find me here on Shattered Tabletop Gaming doing most of the DMing, but I'm also a player in a couple games over on Maestria Nord. Their West Marches game, which is open to anybody who wants to jump in on that. It's Dungeons and Dragons West Marches, like,
Super fun.
sign up. There's, I think there's like 15, 20 players right now, something like that. Like there's
Something like that.
yeah. So finding time for everybody. It's every week. That's kind of crazy. And then I'm also in Veils of Blood, which is the VTM game with Darth Caustic. Our characters haven't gotten to spend a lot of time together yet, but I'm still holding out hope that he'll let me move his heart to another location.
I'm playing a Ventrue. Both of you to assume I have a heart.
I will also be jumping in on a one-shot in April over on the Dark Domain RPG server for Halo. So that's going to be pretty crazy.
Halo.
I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Awesome.
We
If I
are
could play the
also
Halo music, I would, but I think I'd
Yeah.
get copyrighted.
Oh, but the music
Probably,
is
yeah.
so good. Ah,
let's see what else we got. We are also partnered up doing collabs with the Magical Miss ladies. So they run a game over on STG called Glimmering Pines. That's a Glitter Hearts campaign. Feral kids at a feral camp with magic. Yeah. That's about how
What
that
could
goes.
go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. Minimal supervision. We
Developing
also
fishing skills.
we also have some good stuff with Roller's Joint, which features Irvi in some of the campaigns here on STG. A lot of one shots, things like that. Mostly bad ideas. They're kind of on like a mini hiatus right now, but they'll be coming back soon. And then joining the fold most recently is the folks at Lorefell. And there is a game in the works called Lorefell. It's a highly customizable game. I'm really excited for when that comes out. I've been talking about that behind the scenes, and hopefully we can get a game of that running on our channel. With all that being said, if you're here watching, you're accruing channel points. You can spend channel points for rewards, and I added a whole mess of new ones, lots of crazy ones to be had. Yeah, have fun with those. I may also need chat to do some rolls throughout the night, so I'll be calling out pretty much for this one. It's going to be mostly D20, so you're just going to type in !D20, and it will roll a 20-sided die. I will use that number for weal or woe against the players. Okay, I think that's about it. With all that being said, let's roll the intro video, and when we come back, we'll jump right into it. See you in about 46 seconds.
In a world of dice and dreams, where imagination schemes, tabletop tales twist and twine, like strands of past to find. Adventures simmer, rich and bold, in stories fresh and untold. Each roll a sprinkle, each plan a taste, no telling what turns it takes. Mom spaghetti, each session a bite. Mom spaghetti, all these games are regular. Mom spaghetti, it's one shot, one opportunity. You'll never forget it. Mom spaghetti.
All right. I hope you all enjoyed that. There was a little collaboration between myself and the amazing moderator Tofu Chipmunk.
The goat.
High Princess, Overlord, Ruler of All, Boss to everyone.
First of her name.
Yeah, more titles than there are blades of grass.
all well earned.
So, all right, let's jump into things, shall we? Actually, first I got to mess up all of our microphones by turning on some ambient music, and then that'll work itself out eventually.
Yeah, yes, fine.
So I'll go ahead and get that started. I'm sure I probably sound like I'm underwater right now. But we
Sounds fine to me.
all right.
Here.
Little astromech action. All right. So, our players, with the exception of TK FKU 69,
Sir, yes, sir.
are elite warriors, all hailing from different clans, drawn together by Mandalore the Preserver. He has given you all a mission. Find Mitra Surik, the Jedi exile, and determine if she truly has the strength to return the Mandalorians to glory. Easy peasy. At this immediate moment, you all are in an outpost where, like, basically on the edge of where most of the battle has been happening on Mandalore. The Jedi known as Revan has been leading an army of Jedi across the planet, just laying waste to Mandalorians. But you all are hopefully the turning of the battle. Hopefully, with your actions and your completion of this mission, you will be able to turn the tides and win this war for Mandalorian kind. With that being said, you're all in the building. You've just gotten your orders. So, real quick, why don't we just kind of go around? You can say your character's name and what your armor looks like, if it's kind of special in any way, that kind of thing.
Oh, man.
So,
Yeah. So Dar is originally from Kefar. He was adopted into the Mandalorian culture, and he wears this kind of like muddy, rusty brown and green, almost like, if you would classify it as almost jungle camo. That's kind of the color scheme he's got going on, and he's got this very streamlined kind of thing going on where there's not a lot of horns or anything growing off it. It's just very slim, and he's got what's known as the hunter's style helmet, where the visor is slitted much more, preventing light from coming in and cutting down on glare.
fantastic. Torin, what do you look like?
Very nice. Torin is also in sleeker armor, not much spikes or studs or anything like that. More of that light green look going on, like light coming through leaves in a tree. Torin has been in the battle more so in the backgrounds. He is more of an infiltrator and specializes in hacking and breaking into computer bases and stealing, data essentially that can help the war effort. So he's used to being on smaller teams, not necessarily on the front lines, but that smaller infiltrate a base, grab and go kind of a situation.
All right, cool beans. And Sin?
So Sin armor is the opposite. It's black and red. That's as detailed as I got.
Yeah.
But they're a scout. They're scout mainly. A lot of tracking. I don't know how to say it cooler. Sorry.
No, that's good.
Yeah, okay. That's what they do. They track people and they track animals and yeah.
Awesome. And TK FKU 69.
Sir, yes, sir.
What do you look like? What does your armor look like, being that you're the only non-Mandalorian?
Sir, yes, sir. TK FKU 69 is wearing standard Stormtrooper issue armor. I have a standard Stormtrooper issue blaster and I have a grappling hook for some reason. We have them, so I'm not sure why.
Standard grappling hook.
And
You know?
I am here for the Empire, Mandalorian. I am here, standing watch. They told me to
So-
stand here in case something happened, and I am watching to see if something happened. Sir,
Doing a great job, Stormtrooper.
thank you, sir.
Doing a fine job, Trooper. Keep it up. So a little bit of explanation on that one is that Revan is leading a small group of Jedi against the Temple's orders. They specifically said, do not do this. We are not soldiers. We are not. This is not what we do. Revan said, nah. And so took a handful of Jedi who are willing to follow and sided with the Republic to basically put down the Mandalore threat. That's the gist of it. Through some mysterious benefactor, stormtroopers have been put on loan to the Mandalorians. Nobody knows where they came from or who provided them, but there's a sizable amount of them trying to help.
We are here to serve, sir.
Yes, I'm going to actually put that comment up there just so everybody sees what's going on.
We're my bread and butter. This is the only thing I know better than vampire.
And all of you get a communication after the last one that says a Jedi named Mitra Surik roams the galaxy, rebuilding lost warriors. Some say she seeks to destroy us. Others claim she's our salvation. Find her, test her strength, and report back. I will not see our people kneel again. And this is directly from Mandalore the Preserver himself.
All right.
Well, we know who we're looking for.
Do we have a last known location?
So Mitra's ship, the Ebon Hawk, was last seen leaving the war-torn planet of Onderon and heading towards Mandalore. But no one knows like how long they're gonna take to get there, that kind of thing.
What was the name of the ship again? The what hawk?
The Ebon Hawk.
All right, I see you.
name.
I see you.
And you said we're on Mandalore, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So I can try and maybe access some computer ports to see if maybe their ship has been tracked or kind of their location has been pinged recently.
Absolutely. I will allow you to either do like your computer use or
Use computer?
what is it? Use computer or gather information. Sin as a tracker, I would even go so far as to say you could roll to see if you can like digitally track them.
Okay.
So I think that'd be survival for tracking.
So
I
that
have.
that's a 21 for use computer.
Dang. Nerd.
I've got a gnarly modifier when it comes to using tech, so be doing it a lot. Okay.
22.
22. Fantastic. Dang. So, both of you are able to get a little bit different information, but information nonetheless. Torin, you find out that the Ebon Hawk is basically, it's reported that the Ebon Hawk is hiding out in an asteroid field that is currently avoiding Republic patrols. And then through Sin's role, you find out that there is talk on the Onderon black market about where Mitra's next destination is and what her goal is.
All right. What is that information?
You would have to contact someone from the black market there and try to bribe or interrogate the information out of them. Which,
Okay, so I just know there's information on the black market.
yes.
Okay. All right. Would I have a contact in the black market that I could reach out to?
I feel like that'd be pretty reasonable. Sure.
All right. Then I would reach out to that contact and I don't know. Sorry. Read what I have written down. Okay, yeah, I'll just reach out to my black market contact and try to make a backhand deal to get the information. So I'll bribe him, I guess.
Okay.
11, and then would that be intelligence or wisdom?
We'll go wisdom.
If it's not so
All right, then
hard,
that's an 11.
not going to the hospital
All right.
tonight. The urologist said that I could go home. You know, I'll just be in pain at home, I guess.
What was that? Was that the black market? So you contact your person of interest named Zyrex Vaughn. It's a cunning Twi'lek smuggler. And they take very little in the way of bribery to tell you that Mitra is out for her own goals, apparently. Doesn't seem to be working for anyone in particular, but claims to have a way to end this war once and for all. There's no details on what that is, only that it is some sort of weapon.
Thanks, Sayrax. That's super helpful.
You're welcome.
Yeah, just being sarcastic. Just end the hologram. Slam the hologram off. Like, out for their own good. Super helpful. Yeah.
Here at this disposal, just at this outpost, just so you know, for your disposal, there is a Mandalorian scout ship.
Do we want to head out and try it? Because the asteroid belt or field where she's at, do I have exact location on that?
Yes.
Beautiful. Well, we've got her exact location. Do we want to start heading there and try and intercept?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So while we're, I'm assuming, gearing up and heading towards the ship, hearing about this weapon that she's supposedly got, we don't know necessarily what it is. I'm running a lot of kind of covert ops missions and things like that. Is there anything that I may have heard of that sounds familiar, or I might have more insight into some kind of weapon that might exist out there that could end the war?
So at this current juncture in time, the Death Star hasn't really been thought of yet. So there isn't really a whole lot of information on what could be powerful enough, except for the legendary Darksaber.
So guys, this might be the Darksaber of Mandalore, the legendary weapon.
You're saying some Jedi has our legendary weapon? That's your theory? That a Jedi has it?
I mean, it's possible. It is a saber weapon, and they use saber weapons, and it's been lost all this time. If they've stolen it, it could unite all of Mandalore. So, I guess we'll just keep loading up the ship. Be prepared that might be it. This might be what we're dealing with.
Well, if it's in the hands of an unworthy, we will take it back.
True.
That is true. So you do have a handful of other stormtroopers that are also at your disposal, besides the super eager one. So you can bring them along with you, red shirt style.
Yeah. For the glory of Mandalore.
All right. Does anybody else have the pilot skill?
No. Wait.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do have that. I do have it. It's just
Good, good, good,
really
good.
bad.
Do you
There it is. See, it's there.
maybe do one a pilot, and I will because I've got pretty high mechanics, so I can keep an eye on the ship if we need to.
All right. I will.
Tweak it or do repairs.
All right. Yeah. I'll pilot the ship.
And I'll be here to shoot the enemy.
So I guess we
6'9", what kind of skills do you have? What do you bring to the table here?
Well, sir, I am excellent at following orders, sir. I can also shoot, sir, when told to shoot. My aim is as good as it can be. And I am unafraid, sir. I will do what is necessary. If you need me to push a button, you let me know. If you need me to walk 1,000 miles, I will begin. I am here for the cause, sir. Those things I can do. I could stand for a long time as well. As long as I have my music, I can do that. Yes.
so you can walk 1,000 miles if we need to walk. If we need you to walk 1,000 more.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir. I have some palpitoons in my helmet, so that keeps me going. Absolutely, no
nice.
problem.
Good to know.
Yes.
I like to think it's like just loud enough that if somebody was paying attention, they could faintly hear it.
Yes.
Be like, where's that coming from?
Am I having a stroke?
There's just that one stormtrooper with rifle in hand, just like
That's it. Just
just bobbing. Yeah. Oh, I love this song.
Along with my grappling hook, though, I also have some ration packs, and that keeps me going for the 1,000-mile trek. Whatever you need me to do, sir.
Ooh. All right. What'd you roll for your piloting, Sin?
25.
Oh, that's not a lot at all.
Oh, well, dang.
That should get us there.
Oh, that indeed will get you there. Yeah, just very slight foot tapping. So Sin, you are piloting the scout ship. It's going fine. And as everybody's cruising along, you're getting your weapons ready, all that good stuff. Torin, on the sensors, as you're approaching the asteroid belt, you do start detecting Republic ships, and they seem to be actively scanning the asteroid belt.
We definitely need to be very careful as we proceed. There are enemies in the area, and we need to make sure we slip in stealthily to find our target.
Yeah, could we make a tactics roll to kind of slip in a way that's going to put it at an advantageous kind of position?
Sorry, I just thought of something, so give me 1 second here.
I thought I smelled something.
That burning plastic smell.
It do be like that, though.
I thought Miss Nina was making toast.
Anybody else smell burnt toast?
If I smell toast, that's a stroke. Let's not. Let's not.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, so the question was if you can roll to do what now?
Basically, use my knowledge tactics so that we can kind of put us at an advantageous position when we do decide to pull the trigger on our assault.
Absolutely. I would very much like that.
And can I also roll stealth to fly more stealthy? Or is
You know
that
what?
pushing it?
There's an ability that or skill that I can try and roll for. You can plot a safe course through hyperspace, doing the usual 1 minute of time. Would we count? Yeah, Astrogate. Would we count that? We're not going through hyperspace, but just for plotting a course to safely get not only through the astro field but undetected.
Yeah, absolutely. So anybody that wants to try and roll something to make something happen, let's do it. Tell me what you're rolling and what you're hoping to achieve here.
17 on a knowledge tactics to put us in an advantageous kind of position of they're not going to be prepared when we actually come in.
Fantastic. I am here for that, and 17 is the perfect amount to get that to happen.
Nice.
23 for plotting a course.
Jesus Christmas. All right, all DCs are 30 now. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? There's one that I could still pass. One.
So am I okay for rolling stealth to fly stealthier?
Yep.
Get them. They're listening lazily to the left.
Drifting lazily to the left.
Jesus. Yeah, so you've got basically Torin finds a way to get you into the asteroid field without actually running into anything. Dar figures out a blind spot in their scanning, so you can kind of come in at a tactical angle and they won't see you going in. And then on top of all of that, Sin is able to basically hide you all behind a piece of debris that makes you look like part of it as you're heading in. Now,
can I do
the stormtroopers are all standing in formation. They have not moved. They're all just standing there. But
Weird.
TK69's rocking out, and you're a bit different than the others, and you happen to notice that there's an armaments list posted very nearby, and it's pretty standard stuff, except for there are 2 items on this armament list that are not standard issue. This ship is equipped with 2, count them 2, seismic charges.
Do I know where the seismic charges are?
Oh no.
I mean, just in case, knowledge sake.
Currently, they are both loaded in bomb bays.
All right. Just in case we need them. 2 seismic charges. How big of an explosion do these seismic charges make? 1 grenade, 5 grenades, 10 grenades, 1 megaton, 1 megaton.
Enough to take out like an asteroid.
Yeah.
Good knowledge. That's good knowledge. Seismic charges in the bomb bay. Got it.
What was it? Was it on the Mandalorian or was it the Book of Boba Fett where they use those?
I think it was both.
Yeah.
No,
they
wait.
draw-
Yeah, I can't remember now.
Yeah. I remember it.
Ah, well, now I'm gonna have to go watch them both and find out. Darn.
Well, I read the list and I see the 2 seismic charges at the bottom, and I lower the volume on my Palpatoons, and I lean over and I go, hey, TK4Q2.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah. There's some seismic charges down in the bomb bay. Keep that in mind, just in case.
Sir, keeping in mind just in case, sir.
Thank you, TK4Q2. As you were.
4Q2.
That's a great name.
What is wrong with these stormtroopers?
I don't know, sir. These
we
are
ran
just
out of
standardized
numbers.
names.
Yeah,
We all have
ran out of
standardized
numbers, so we
names,
started
so-
using experimenting with letters.
Yes, that is correct, sir. We are the experimental group with the letters. They've got all of our designations are here. So you just
Exactly.
say the word. If you need one of us, you let me know.
And with that, you managed to slip into this asteroid field unnoticed. And using your sensors and all of that, you do find, even through like the jamming and static and hiding, you do find the Ebon Hawk is pretty much pulling an Obi-Wan and is like docked on an asteroid with like power way down, like minimal power.
Okay. In Sin, when you were talking to your contact, did they mention how to possibly reach out to them to Metra so they know that we're like friendly? Like how to
No.
make
Zarak Vaughn is just a low-level smuggler. He was just kind of reporting back the word around the black market. Yeah.
We can't
But,
necessarily send out a signal without giving ours and their positions away. But I
Yeah.
also don't want
How
them
much-
to think we're coming in hot.
How much room is, like, where they're parked on the asteroid? How much, like, landable space is around them?
You'd be able to land next to them, but there wouldn't be a whole lot of room left on this asteroid.
All right. Are there any more ships searching right nearby where we're at? 'Cause I know we're hiding.
Yeah, they're all outside of the asteroid field. Like, they do not want to come in. Their ships are a little bit too big for that. Like, scout ship, TIE fighter kind of size is perfect for in here, but they're in, like, the Republic Star Destroyers.
All right. I think all we're gonna have to do is just land and walk up and
For the
talk
best.
ourselves.
Okay.
Unless we have some sort of low tech.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Our suits can be in space, correct?
I believe
Like
so.
they're
Mhm.
sealed.
I believe they're sealed.
Canonically speaking, they do kind of pressurized seal.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, we could park it on the asteroid, but a little bit further away, so we seem less threatening, and then go out so they could see that we're not Republic.
Are there any type of lights on this ship? Almost like how cars would have lights.
I feel like there'd be like landing lights kind of thing. Like
Can I
little
make them-
spotlights that would.
Can I make them like blink?
Doing a Morse code.
Is it Morse
Yeah,
code?
can I do it? Can I do a Morse code? Yeah.
Sends up there. You can absolutely try that. I do not have any issues against trying that. Chat, give me a D20 roll, please. Exclamation mark D20.
Also, is there a Morse code in the Star Wars universe?
Hey,
I'm not
you know,
sure.
this is our world.
All right.
Yeah. Binary combat code.
Wow.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna add intelligence for this code if that's okay. All
All
right.
right.
15 plus 2, 15, 17. I can math. Just
All
watch
right.
me count on my fingers.
You start flashing your high beams at them, and
But before we land, yeah.
as you're coming in for the landing and you're doing this, with chat's roll of a 19, they do see you coming in. All their lights turn on. You see the engines power up,
Oh damn it.
and it like starts releasing from the asteroid, getting ready to basically run away.
Oh,
Feel like we don't have much choice. I don't think they quite liked the show.
no.
Can we maybe send out a low frequency, something that doesn't travel far, that won't be picked up by the Republic?
Probably smarter.
Transmission. I can
I mean-
maybe roll like a mechanics roll to see if I can get it to just be within a limited range
Sure.
to kind of hail them and tell them we're on their side, or at least we'd like to connect.
We come in peace sort of message.
Yeah, right. That's a 29.
Wow.
You send out this message, and luckily with that high of a roll, the Republic ships do not pick it up. And they do not respond back. And in fact, they fly past your ship like so closely that they like almost collide with you.
Evasive action.
Right.
And as they are now out from behind the asteroid and out in the open, you see, like via scanners and even to some extent visually, you see that the Star Destroyers are now just opening fire on the asteroid belt, destroying everything. Like they are like, you know what? There they are. Let's waste them.
Do we have weapons on our ship?
You do.
On our little scout ship?
All right.
All right.
So anyway,
So I start blasting.
I guess I'm
our blasting.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll pilot to chase this ship that we're after. But we'll try to defend them so that they at least realize we're on their side, hopefully.
Yeah, if there's some kind of like weapons
Ooh,
officer seat or bubble turret.
28.
Ooh, that'll do it.
Hop in the net.
Okay, Sin is piloting and doing great. You're weaving through the asteroids. Oh goodness. They, however, with a piloting roll of 7, apparently have someone fresh out of.
This is why I took the scout tree.
In their panic to escape you and the now being clear-cut asteroid belt, they're like bumping into asteroids. Like they're not doing a good job. So
Can we clear-
you're gaining on them very quickly.
Can we clear an asteroid path for them with our own weapons?
Yeah,
Why
if
not?
somebody wants to start blasting.
Absolutely.
TK69, get on these guns.
So that's a
Sir, yes, sir.
19,
Get on the guns.
That's a 32.
Somebody's played this game before.
So,
Listen,
can you
you
send
said
them a message
Mandalorian,
telling
I
him we're
went.
clearing them away?
Yeah.
Can you- All right.
I'll send out another message just to them.
Just like the
That's only a
arcade game.
21.
Did is TK69 firing?
Am I supposed to be firing now, sir? I am firing wildly into the way. Should I roll to see how well I'm doing?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
God.
Firing my laser.
6. Am I
Wait, what?
hitting anything?
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
You are hitting everything but what you're aiming at.
Excellent.
Only an Imperial stormtrooper could be so precise.
Oh, God.
Absolutely. Right on target, sir. Staying on target. So I keep. So
Luckily,
6 out
though-
of. So everything. God help us.
Luckily, Dar is able to clear them a path so that they're not getting shot. But like asteroids and other things are just getting pew-pewed out of space and
I am
time.
having a great time. Yes.
It's the helmet.
Okay, I would like everyone to roll for being unnerved by a stormtrooper laughing. No, I'm
Is
just kidding.
that a will save?
Yes, playing to perfection.
What can I add to for the unnerved? Would that be Constitution?
Oh no,
or...
I was just playing.
I was serious. I was gonna roll.
But while this is happening and you're clearing them, Torrent sends out another signal. Again, you get nothing back. But this time, the out of the Star Destroyers starts pouring out Alpha 3, basically like the little Jedi version of a TIE fighter.
Ugh.
Because they are small enough to actually, like, they're the ones that you see them
Yeah.
flying around with Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yep.
Right.
And they are able to come into the asteroid field. They are small enough that they're able to whiz around, and they're shooting at you, but not making connection just yet. But they are definitely coming in hot.
Oh, fun! New targets. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Time to take care of those.
I'm still following the other ship, the
Yeah.
Ebon
Yeah.
Hawk. Did I say it right?
We're
Yep.
gonna turn our weapon systems on those fighters.
All right. Should I roll another to see how well I do with these guys?
Oh, please.
Please do. I'm excited to see this.
That's a 7.
14.
So that is dirty 20.
Dang. All right. Yeah,
14 is the
My base
highest I've
attack
ever
bonus
rolled.
is stupid as a soldier.
Yeah, you're taking them out. Like it's going well, but there's just so freaking many.
Like yelling over the other guns to them. No, the fire button is on the left.
On the left. Yes, sir, sir.
Giving
On the
advice.
left, and I start shooting to the left.
They're like,
J-
my left, my left or
Because-
your left?
Your left? My left. My left. Which side is left, sir? Sir.
Somebody label her gauntlets, please. For the love of Mandalore.
So this is you're being gained on. You're doing some significant damage to their forces, but they're coming up, and the ship is actually getting hit now. It's taking superficial damage, but they're honing in.
All right. Can I have the feet dodge. Can I use that feat while piloting?
Sure.
All right. And what would I roll with that? Just my I don't know how to roll the feats. Do I
I'll be
roll
honest,
the feats?
I forget what dodge does.
I just haven't.
Dodge is a
God.
+1 reflex defense to a specific target.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, and my reflex is 6, so plus 1 more. 7? Did I roll that? All right. 12 plus 7, 7, 8, 9, 19. I can math.
Nice.
And I think during this time, Torin is also acting as engineer. So that way, if shields go down, he can work on those. He can regulate the power, things like that.
Okay. You're diverting power. You're repairing shields as best you can. Doing everything possible. Dar and TK69, you're shooting them like fish in a barrel. Like it. And they just keep coming. The Ebon Hawk finally clears the asteroid field, and you see it like trying to power up to go into hyperspace, but it appears to have taken so much damage being piloted out that it can't do it.
Oh, goody. And it's not getting away.
It is
And,
not.
What kind of ship is the Evan Hawk again? Sorry. I didn't write that one down.
It's like an old school Corellian freighter.
Yeah.
So imagine the Millennium Falcon, but way blockier, like 1960s Mustang blockier.
All right.
I love it.
So many angles.
Yeah.
So sharp.
Oh, what? I'm not even sure how that applies, but I like it. After the Ebon Hawk clears the asteroid belt and begins trying to power up to go to hyperdrive, or hyperspace, it suddenly begins doubling in size.
What?
It becomes a gigantic target for these Star Destroyers, which are now like on an intercept course.
It's a transformer.
So,
More than meets
is it the
eye.
same ship but larger when you say double in size, or is it like the ship itself changing?
No, like
Cloaking
the
device failed on the rest of the ship.
right.
And now we
No,
see it
it's
all.
like it's actively growing. Like
Transformer.
All right.
Starscream.
It's Unicron.
Oh,
From as we're flying closer to
Now,
it
there's
from where we're at,
there's an old reference.
Yes.
is there, does it look like there's somewhere we could land either on or in this ship?
I like it.
like do they have a docking
Yeah.
bay?
Yeah,
I like it.
or like a nice flat roof.
We could umbilical and like drill into it.
Yeah.
Also,
Especially
too-
since they've taken damage,
Yeah,
They
we
Yeah.
go nowhere.
it's got to be a possibility somewhere, or the defenses are down so we could fly in.
Every single one of those
Nice.
is a viable option.
All right, so I can see where I can try to land inside this thing.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Maybe landing in is the way to go, and then I can
That's
try
what I'm
and help
gonna
with
do.
repairs.
All right, that's what I'm gonna aim to do. So, if this is my one bad roll, I'm sorry. 11 plus 10 is 21.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, good enough for government work. You are able to pilot this thing into the shuttle, like the shuttle area, the little docking bay. You go right through the shields, and you're able to stop it before you like smash into things.
Do a drift.
Yeah, exactly. In this immediate area, you see basically just a bunch of crates and things like that, but there is no there's no other ships or anything like that.
That was fun. Let's go, Tyrion.
Great
All
flying
right,
spin.
What's in the park?
let's go fight some Jedi.
Right. Do we want to leave the stormtroopers, except for the lieutenant here, TK? Do we want to leave the majority of the stormtroopers?
Stormtroopers to guard the ship.
Yeah, that.
We should probably leave a couple at least.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
You guard the ship. Nobody
The one
comes
that
back
laughs,
without
come
us.
with us.
All right. So I am going to go with the group TK420-HI. You stand on the left. TK NCC 1701. You stand on the right. And you handle this while I am gone. So TK,
Sir, yes, sir.
TK4QU 4Q2 is coming with us also. So the two of us are at your services, sir.
Who's your least favorite stormtrooper? Stormtrooper that laughs?
The TK1QT
Want to make him clean the toilet?
thinks he's cute. I am never impressed.
I've done this for 20 years, and I am not gonna get killed today.
All right.
Would you like to know my favorite
Absolutely.
helper? Couldn't make it with us today. It's TKPI3. Well, we call him Pi, but his real designation is TKPI3 -14159265535. But we call him Pi. Sir.
Creative name.
I love it.
Honestly,
Thank you,
not
sir.
the way I thought that was going to go. So,
They were experimental names. They're still trying them out. But we like Pi. We've all decided.
It's a crowd favorite.
Absolutely, sir. My favorite recruit.
So you all are able to go pretty much anywhere you want. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of like resistance on the ship.
Right.
So you can just head straight to the bridge if you wanted to, or I know Torin said you were going to try and help with repairs.
Yeah, I think. So we're trying to find Mitra. So I guess I can head towards the kind of the engineer room and see if the ship is salvageable. And if not, then we can always just get Mitra and her crew onto our ship and go from there. If you guys want to go try and find maybe the command deck.
yeah, we'll find the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we know the layout of this type of ship? Or
Yeah.
Okay. So do we need to get a map?
So the docking bay is back here. The bridge is usually at the front. I'm going that way.
Yeah.
And then engineering is usually somewhere in the bowels, I feel like.
Dar's not a dumb man, but like I'm going to the front. I don't know. I don't do ships.
Would you like to split us up, sir? One, I will go with one of you, and TK4Q2 can go with the other.
Do we have in our armor? We have ways to communicate with each other if we do split up.
We have
Okay.
comm links.
Just double
yeah.
checking.
Built into the helmet.
Do you want to split up, or do we want to go to the bridge first together?
I'm down to go to the bridge first together.
Okay.
Since we are a smaller force strength.
That would be my vote too.
Cool.
Come on, nothing bad ever happened by splitting the party.
Not
No.
once
Never.
in the history of ever.
With great haste, you make your way to the bridge. When the door opens, you very clearly see Mitra is like going around from person to person, and everybody's kind of panicking, talking about all the different damages that have happened to the ship, and that there's no way that they're going to be able to go to hyperspace. And you hear them talking back and forth with the people in engineering, and the engineer is basically saying over the comm that we've sustained heavy damage. We were able to seal it off with a force field, with the shield, but unfortunately, the only way to reset this reactor is to power it down. And if we power it down, then it's going to open the doors, and everyone here in engineering is going to get ejected into space.
Fun times. Hearing this, I throw my hands up. You know, I can help with that. I can be the one to pull the trigger while everybody else stands safely on the other side of a blast door.
Also, hi, we're here to escort you back to we're here to escort you to Mandalore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think a Jedi would notice we're presents or something.
Right.
Although I'm
Hello
being
there.
very respectful.
So you
Well, help
realize, having dealt with them for a while, you realize that Mitra is not actually like a full-on Jedi.
Ah.
Oh, didn't get granted the rank of Saint Master. Okay.
Exactly.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me
4Q2 and
hate stand.
I take up spots on either side of the door and just stand at attention. So we've just come in and taken up post. So
Yeah, Mitra looks like an apprentice. So not even very good with the Force yet.
That's wonderful.
Wow.
And the minute that Sin starts announcing their presence and Torrent's like, hey, I can... she turns around and you see her draw out the Darksaber. She doesn't ignite it, but she like draws it out. And she's like, I will fight to the death against every single person who wants to take us.
Okay, well, we're escorting you. So rude.
Yeah.
Second,
Did you not see
Corin,
the
you
light
were
show?
right. I guess I owe you money. We're here to escort you back to help you get to Mandalore safely.
You want to
Hi.
stop looking around so we can help
So
out?
do you want us to repair your ship? Do you want to get on our tiny ship? Like we're here to help you.
We're never going to be able to outrun all those forces in
Okay,
this
well-
ship. So we would definitely have to take yours.
So why don't we do this? We can jump on ours, and I can maybe try and rig yours to blow. And
Well,
we
how
can
much
maybe
crew is on this
True.
ship? Because it's pretty massive.
There's around 30 of us.
Can we fit 30 on our scout ship?
Mm-mm.
How many can we fit on our scout ship?
With all of the stormtroopers and y'all, I would say probably 15 at most, and it's going to be cramped.
We can squeeze 15 of you into our scout ship. but I don't think the number of crew on this entire ship would fit.
And then
Does
You have,
this ship
15
have escape pods?
expendables.
Oh, I was thinking it too.
have-
Are
I'll say it
there
out loud.
escape pods in this ship?
We did not have escape pods.
Okay.
Okay, Titanic.
We just got doors. Doors everywhere.
Doors and violinists. Okay.
I bet they only fit one person, don't they?
I mean, they could fit two, but
Not comfortably.
what's the point?
We could escort you and a few of your crew back to Mandalore on our ship and help do some repairs here so that you can go off in an opposite direction. Or
So,
this
yeah,
ship
for
can
the
go off
rest
in an
of them,
opposite direction,
Hobble away, maybe be a distraction.
hobble away, or possibly hide elsewhere in this asteroid belt.
Hmm.
They can prove to themselves by dying for your cause.
Do
That
you
is
have
also an option?
Do you have a way that we could destroy this ship so that they wouldn't be able to take anyone?
Ironically enough.
I'm pretty sure I could rig some stuff up to your reactor and we can
Sir, if you recall, sir, we have 2 seismic charges in the hold of our ship, sir. Do you require those to be set up, sir? I believe they might do the damage, sir.
Can I do a roll to see if it would require both, or if we can like just do one and make it happen?
No, you all are Mandalorians. It would take one.
Glorious.
We have rigged a bomb.
We've been here before.
Groovy. Then Stormtrooper TK. If we can get one of the bombs delivered to the reactor core, and I can go set that up to blow.
TK,
Absolutely,
whatever.
Absolutely, sir. I look at over at 4Q2, and I tell him to stay on target with the group here, and I book it back to pick up a seismic charge with the rest of the stormtroopers.
Sir, yes, sir. And he takes off.
So I'm out. I'm running back to the ship to find the seismic charge in the bomb bay.
All right. Now, while you are doing that, Mitra starts like gathering up the 15 people that she wants to save, like the important ones, and is sending them to the ship as well. Yeah, you all get everything in order. You're all set up. Basically, the people that are in engineering kind of get left there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take one for the team, or you know.
Should have been soldiers.
You know, that's what stormtroopers are for. How many of us would it take per charge to get to the
It takes 2.
2? Okay, so that's all of us except for TK Pie. So I get back to the ship and I say TK 420 HI, come with me. TK NCC 1701, come with me. And TK 1QT, come with us. Ugh. And we run down to the bomb bay, and 2 of us pick up the 4 of us pick up the 2, and we start heading towards the reactor core, which, if I recall, has no safety railings whatsoever.
None.
OSHA,
This should
I
be-
barely know her.
What
Yeah,
could possibly go wrong? So we start heading out to the reactor core.
All righty. You get there. You see that basically the engineering area is cut completely in half with a shield, and the engineers are on one side of the shield with the reactor, and y'all are on the safe side. And chief engineer comes up and he's like, "So, what's the plan?"
Sure. Sir, we have been designated as persons to bring this equipment to this area to detonate this particular piece of equipment at the reactor. Sir, I'm not sure how to proceed at this point since you're on the other side with the reactor. How strong it can... Ooh, we may need to drop this shield, sir.
If we drop the shield, or the only way to drop the shield is to reset the power. And if we reset the power, then the doors open and all of us get sucked into space.
Can I try and make a mechanics check to see if I can reroute it so that way it resets the shield without opening the doors?
Unfortunately, that is not an available option.
Non-available option.
You're gonna die from either the explosion or being sucked into space.
Mm-hmm.
What would you prefer? Death is imminent in this decision-making process.
Well, I mean,
You want us to shoot you?
Can I choose none of those options?
You'd have to take that up with Min Zurich.
We're
here to just escort
question
her.
To you, my question to you, Chief and Engineer, is if we find a way to do it, do you have a way to repair this ship in enough time that we can all escape from the what's it called? The Republic ships? Do you have a way to do that?
We've been trying. We've kind of exhausted all of our options. I mean,
so the answer is no.
We really don't want to die, but I guess if I had to choose, I would rather not slowly die in space.
It's not really slow. It's kind of fast.
Can't you guys just weld through this wall or something?
He looks like down past you on the floor, and you see all of like their welding gear and plasma cutters.
I said, hey, could we weld through this? Would that work?
Sure.
All right, how do you use this thing?
Looking at the welding equipment and obviously the wall, do we have enough time to go through that exercise of cracking a hole in it?
I'm going to be honest with you. No.
Torin's gonna look at the control panel and do a couple bunch of button punches and just reset the power.
He's gonna try and open the door.
You hear
did you
that?
Just turn it off and turn it back on? Is that what you just did?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Really
You
fast.
hear that?
Really
You
fast.
hear that? That iconic sound of the alarm, like the
Wow.
the doors start to open up, and you see all the crew like wide-eyed start looking at the door and like running towards the shield, and then it's open
Right.
just enough, and all of them start getting sucked out into space.
Remember, this was the Jedi's fault.
Oh, no, sorry guys, that was the wrong button. Let me, sorry, 2 seconds.
Don't on us.
You close the door back up. The shield comes down as the emergency is over. You do see that the reactor is still completely non-repairable, but it's still got like all of its
Fuel.
chemical and fuel in it. So it's gonna make a big bada boom.
It'll be a pretty
Big
explosion.
battle.
Can we?
Cool.
Would there be a way to set this ship in like an autopilot sort of situation, just flying towards the enemy ships?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's
That'll be fun.
gonna turn into a giant bomb. It was nothing. It's fine.
So,
Fun.
I hear all the.
My
so Sin,
stormtroopers
if
and
you
I,
wanna
we
go
set the
that
bombs.
up, and I'll set the bomb up.
We can just look on the
We
bright
just set
side.
them down on either side and stand away.
Which ironically will be this ship in about 30 minutes.
Right. Okay. You get it all wired up, ready to go. The autopilot is laid in. Mitra and the crew have, well, the 14 members of her crew have gotten on board the scout ship. And you all are on there as well. So easily enough, you can pilot away from it, like leave the ship and everything. All the Jedi TIE fighters are coming in hot. They're getting close. And you see the Ebon Hawk turn and start heading straight towards the Star Destroyers.
All right. I'm gonna roll pilot then to get us on the other side of that asteroid we were hiding behind earlier.
Okay. Good call.
16.
Fantastic. That is.
Can I give her the help action just to kind of boost it a little bit?
Yeah.
Do I roll mine, or does it just disadvantage? I can't remember.
I want to say in this game it's just a modifier.
So I don't know about Saga Edition, but the edition prior it was like a DC 10, which gave a +2, and for every 5 you succeeded after that was another +2 on top of that.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well that's a 19 on the die plus whatever my modifier would be to that.
So you don't like you're helping. You don't even just land on the side of it like you were. Like you've managed to like nestle this thing down into like a crevasse kind of thing. Not Millennium Falcon level, like inside of a worm. Yeah. But you're nestled in there. The ship flies straight as an arrow. It's getting blasted left and right, but the people that are left behind, they're doing their absolute best, and they're like dodging, taking hits, and they get pretty much right up on 2 or 3 of these Star Destroyers, and you all see like that iconic where everything just like sucks in and like kind of makes that turquoise little dot in space, and a silence falls over space until
Nice.
the seismic charge detonates both of them, and you see 2 rings. One is like horizontal plane, the other is vertical plane.
Yes.
And it just lays waste to these Star Destroyers. Just completely messes them up. You see them like listing to the side, fire and explosions, all that good stuff. And even the shockwave, while it does blast past a lot of the asteroids next to you, y'all are fine because of the way you're nestled in there. You get some like rocks and dust on the windshield, but that's about it.
I just washed it.
That's a good distraction. We should head back to Mandalore.
Take that, space capitalists. Wonderful.
19.
I actually rolled to make sure that all 4 of us came back on the, those narrow railings from the reactor. And unfortunately, TK1QT rolled a 1.
Oh no!
So somehow by accident, he got knocked off the edge. And since there are no railings, he did not make it back.
He's got that
So,
Wilhelm scream.
There you
He really
go,
shouldn't
all
have
the
been
way. But we
shooting
were
on
running.
duty.
So, yeah. So that was unfortunate, but that happened.
We could have
It's what
taken another
happens.
engineer.
No safety. That's what happened. So we keep going.
You can't cutie on duty. You can't do it.
You can't do it.
I like that. We have no cutie on duty any further, sir.
You all take the shortest route possible back to Mandalore, and on your way there, you all get a urgent emergency transmission,
Oh yeah. Probably think you're dead.
and it says, "Mandalore is under attack. A Sith fleet has arrived. They're using some sort of weapon." It's static.
Man. Well, first the Jedi, now the Sith. Let's go fight some more space wizards.
Let's do it for Mandalore.
It's a really good thing that you stormtroopers are neutral.
That was the most
We follow rules, ma'am.
the most flat line for Mandalore.
Mandalore!
Mandalore.
Um,
While we're flying, I'd love to have a discussion with Mitra of like, what's going on? What's this weapon? Is it just the dark saber, or do you have some other weapon in your arsenal as well to end this war, to end this conflict, and also give us the dark saber that's not yours? That's.
Wait, are you gonna fight her?
I mean,
I won this saber fair and square. It is my right to own. But if you are challenging me for it, per the rules of Mandalore, I must respect your.
Are you a Mandalorian?
No, but as long as I wield this saber, I respect your traditions and values.
That seems sus. Well, we'll take you to our leader. We'll take you to our leader, and he will win the dark saber, as it is his right.
You arrive at Mandalore just in time to see exactly what was communicated. There is a Sith fleet that makes the Republic fleet look like a joke. And the main ship is like a little bit ahead of the other ones and has already begun firing a weapon on the planet itself. It is using a weapon called the Mass Shadow Generator. The planet of Mandalore is completely laid waste to and made uninhabitable, thus bringing an end to the Mandalorian Jedi War. Mandalore is now ruined. But good news is that's where we're ending the episode. So, yeah. So, good job witnessing the end of Mandalore. And who knows if we bring up another one shot of this, maybe we can kind of resolve this issue a little bit. We'll see what happens. Maybe bring a character or two back to fight for the Darksaber.
The Darksaber, that sounds so cool.
Who am I to say? But I do want to say thank you very much to these amazing players for coming and keeping us company this night and regaling us with this tale. So much craziness. I loved the banter. If I had just a scotch more time, I would have made it a point, because we had discussed, Nina and I had discussed one by one systematically killing off the stormtroopers.
Yes.
We got one down.
Yeah.
We did. We got one down. They need some safety protocols.
And
And
I was gonna start with 6-9 and have you just jump into one of the other ones, and then that
Yep.
one would die, and then so on and so forth. But thank you to chat. Your rolls were amazing. I love the
Yeah, they
point
were
redeems. That was great.
Yeah,
Just I love everything about this. This is so much fun.
so much fun.
If you tune in tomorrow for STG, we will be playing Alien, the tabletop RPG, featuring the amazing piloting skills of Darth Caustic. Emilio. With his Hawaiian shirts, keeping things cool and smooth.
Hey, that's perfect.
That game is a bit more darker, a little less silly, but still just as chaotic as anything we
Aliens.
put out on STG. So we really hope you tune in to enjoy that. And then after that is on Monday, I believe, Cyberpunk, which is rescheduled from earlier in the month. Typically, we do that on the second Monday. This is a setting that was created by G9, who is 1/3 of the Magical Miss Ladies. So make sure to check that one out. Thank you all very much for joining us, and enjoy the outro here. And we will see you next game. Oh, I got to set the outro video real quick. Take me 2 seconds. Again, see you next game. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.
Is it time for the credits? Hey, thanks for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming here at Shattered Tabletop Gaming. Hey, thanks for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming here at Shattered Tabletop Gaming. Scan this QR to come along. Together we are so strong. Our Discord is a second home. Hang with us and you'll never be alone. Hey, thanks for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming here at Shattered Tabletop Gaming.